Hey guys, Dissection of Violence here. We got another one for you. UFC Fizaev versus Torres, UFC Baku. We'll get right into it. We're just gonna recap the last card. Pretty weird card, honestly. We cashed our biggest play, our 6 unit slammer. Um, a few spots I wish I could take back, but regardless, we still eat it on. We still ate on the card, and that's all that matters. So yeah, drop a like, comment, all that good stuff down below. But let's get going. UFC Fight Night 119. Let's recap real quick and then we'll get going with UFC Baku. I haven't slept, but I'm feeling fine, so we'll get through this and I'm gonna get to bed. Alrighty, so we got UFC Fight Night 119. We had Shane Collins versus Tanzalov, and honestly, I think Tanzalov is just a gas job. Like his striking wasn't even bad. Like he was landing at some points, but the guy just has no cardio. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, how are you supposed to win like that when you have no cardio and you can't like your energy won't allow you to like hold the guy down. So it's just like I don't see a world where Tanzalavi can win if he can't, maintain that. And he was backing up a lot to the cage, so it's like not a good look. He was looking pretty rough. But yeah, Shane Collins did some good work in that fight. My opinion, he did the better work. Just because Tanzalavi would go to the cage and just shell up. And yeah, so I don't know, man. I think Shane Collins did enough to win the fight. I had it 30-27, honestly. Could have went either way in the first, but I don't know about either way actually, but I do think a few of the rounds were close-ish, but I don't know. I feel like Shane Collins won every round. Um, and yeah, good fight. Shane Collins did his thing. He had him in a tight submission at the end of round two. Sorry, the little man, little girl, or whatever, wants to get in the shot. Bugging me. Anyways, guys, you guys see the game's back? The goated game, not to. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to do this still. There you go. Black Ops 2, not one, but two. Uh, and nothing past two. I haven't played a single game past two, and every time I do, I feel like I'm wasting my time. Black Ops 2 is the best game ever made, in my opinion. So yeah, let's get going though. Enough talking about Black Ops 2. Yeah, Shane Collins, he got the win, deserved, fair decision. I just think Tanzalavi is just a gas job, and he can't hang with the better guys in the division. Collins is just gonna be too much for him. So I'm gonna yeah. The thing. Sorry, I got distracted. Another cat's outside just meowing away. But yeah, Shane Collins did his thing. He's a little too hittable and he can be taken down a bit too easily, so he's gonna have to work on some stuff. But still, he showed some good hardware, pretty good chin, and yeah, he has some good stuff in there. So hopefully he can build on that in his next showing. Moving on, we had Luana Santos versus Carol Rosa. Carol Rosa sucks, man. I don't understand how this chick's a black belt. Like you have literally no idea how to get up. She's lazy, typical Brazilian lazy, doesn't even try. Luana Santos just, you know, all piss and vinegar, just tried her best. And yeah, honestly, I don't really think Luana Santos is that good, and that just shows I think Cara Rosa is just a striker. She's how old is Cara Rosa? Because that would make a lot of sense if she's older. 31. So it's like there's no excuse. She just doesn't try, and she's lazy and doesn't have much off her back. So it is what it is. Kyrros sells a little. It wasn't a big play or anything. It was like a small little half unit shot. But regardless, Kyrros terrible, 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 terrible. Moving on, Leon Shabazian versus Levon Shokeli. Complete mismatch. Shabazian's dog shit. Um, yeah, Levon Shokeli got the win here. Very easy, clean win. I think he might have hurt his knee or something or his leg. Because the one calf kick was that's all she wrote. So yeah, Levon Shokeli got the win. We had him KO and inside the distance. Um, Luana Santos, I had her Rosa had her 2-3, and Shane Collins had him by KO. So we cashed at least show Kelly inside the distance. Next up, we had Michael Aswell in a parlay piece, and that one sold for the parlay builder. Bolanos, anyone who says robbery doesn't understand that rounds 1 and 2 went to Bolanos. That's not a question. Aswell just did not do enough, unfortunately. And even the rounds he was winning, he would either get wobbled or something, and yeah, he just gave the round back. So I feel like that was an easy 29-28 Bolanos, and yeah, Aswell just isn't good, I guess. So he's a decent boxer, but you can't be looking like that against Gastano about Bolanos. Like Bolanos is not very good. But yeah, guys, moving on from that, this is where the night started getting weird. We had Alan Nascimento versus Raposo. I gave out split, luckily, which saved me here. But man, Raposo, you're a bum, man. How are you gonna lose to Mitch Raposo? Like Mitch Raposo is probably one of the most like not skilled or not skilled. Sorry, not. I don't even know what to say. Like he's improving, but he's probably one of the most like you saw it in the third round. When you go get him, you can actually do some things, but you gotta also be careful because he has power too. But the way he fights, he was tired in that third round, and I think Nascimento took advantage of it. But unfortunately, it's too little, too late because he lost the first two. Very similar fights along the night where people would just lose the first two and then come back in the third. But yeah, Raposo just did his thing. The guy's a technician, um, very skilled. I do rate Raposo, and I do think that was a fair win. I think the split's actually pretty crazy here. I was gifted the split. Honestly, it should have been unanimous for Pozo. Same with the Bolanos fight. I was actually more inclined to believe the Bolanos fight was going to be a split, but they made it unanimous. So we're judging tonight, or yeah, last night. But regardless, it is what it is. Moving on, we had Bia Mesquita inside the distance and KO. I went pretty big on the inside the distance. That cashed. Mullins, she dropped Bia Mesquita. That's pretty bad. Um, if Melissa Mullins is dropping you, you might have some serious striking problems, and I do already believe she does, but now I really think she does. So let's hope she doesn't fight a legit striker with takedown defense, because she is so screwed if that happens. Like she's gonna get knocked out within a round. Bia cannot strike. But yeah, guys, easy win when she got dropped. I think Mullins should have just let her up again, but Mullins followed her to the ground and got caught in an armbar. So good for Mosquito, pulled through for the inside of the distance. This girl's a finishing machine so far in the UFC. See what they give her next. Moving on. Andre Lima versus Kevin Borjas. The first loss was coming from Andre Lima. I just didn't think it was going to be Borjas. Someone in the chat made a good point that, if this plays out on the feet and Lima can't get him down, this is probably going to play out pretty close, and they were right. I don't agree that the fight should have been 30-27. That's a ridiculous scorecard, but 29-28 I do understand because the two was close. I lean Lima round one. I leaned Lima before he got wobbled at the end. So, you know. But yeah, I had a 29-28 Lima, and they gave it to Borjas. It is what it is. Um, Pretty bad scorecard if you ask me, but it is what it is. Lima just doesn't do enough, and optics wise, it wasn't great. But I don't know what the optics are when you're like running, skirting the outside, and you're getting knocked backwards. I don't know how that's good optics, but I don't know. I guess the judges were liking that last night. But yeah, Andre Lima loses. We lose a play there. It is what it is. Andre Lima, you're dead to me. No, I'm just joking. But for real, that was a terrible performance by Andre Lima. Moving on. Vinicius Oliveira versus Andre Fili. This is where I got pretty mad, honestly. Vinicius Oliveira started the fight. He was big dogging Fili. Calf kicks. Beautiful calf kicks. Head kick attempts. Good hands. And then unfortunately, Fili, or not unfortunately, fortunately, because I had Fili here as a dog shot. And Fili just lit off a nasty leg kick, I believe. Or no, he checked a leg kick, and that seriously hurt Vinicius. He like screamed in pain, and he was limping. And then he landed a nasty body kick, and that shut down Vinicius. But Vinicius stayed in there. And then all of a sudden, Vinicius just went on bully mode and just started beating the crap out of Andre Fili. In round two, he was beating the crap out of him, and I felt like the KO was coming. But the fact that he got the KO from a straight illegal back of the head elbow is kind of ridiculous to me. And because it's Herb Dean, they're not going to say anything. But if that was like a rookie ref or something, they would have definitely gone into the cage and reviewed it and probably scored it a DQ or no contest, if depending if Feely could have continued. But yeah, I was pretty annoyed by that. It was 1-1 going into the third, and you never know how that third would have gone. And if I had to guess, Vinicius would have got the KO anyways. He was touching Feely up, body, head, leg. It was just a beatdown. But man, that was a frustrating one. Herb Dean is just killing me with the back of the head shots. Moving on. Murtazali Magomedov versus Melsick. This was one of my locks of the card. Easy money Magomedov. He had a Scottish twister. Nasty, nasty finish. Melsick's just not on his level and been inactive, injured. And yeah, Magomedov got it done. Easy in the first round. First, like, minute and a half. Good shit for Magomedov. Moving on, C-Rod versus Emil. I had C-Rod. I figured C-Rod would do decent in this fight. I didn't know exactly the method of victory, so I just stayed off of props here. But yeah, man, C-Rod just was landing a head kick at will, and then eventually he just hit it behind some punches and just killed him. And then instead of dying, Emil just tried to keep fighting, and he kind of like shot into a guillotine, and Christian put him to sleep. Cold, calculated finish from Christian, and very impressed. Even though I do think Emil's a bot, I still think Rodriguez, took him out in a pretty cool fashion. So I think he deserved a bonus. I don't know who they gave a bonus to, but let's see. Okay, so Magomedov, fight of the night, Feely. Okay, okay, fair. Those are two fight of the nights. Performance of the night, yeah. Okay, yeah. Moving on. Navajo Sterling versus Ion Cutelaba. Ion Cutelaba is just an idiot. Like, he was winning the first round, and then he just started backing up to the fence playing possum. I don't know if he was actually hurt or if he was just doing that to try to land a big shot when Navajo got too excited. And yeah, Cutelaba just, I thought he gave up round one by doing that. But man, Sterling looks so slow, and he's dangerous. Don't get me wrong. Those step in knees, elbows. He landed a lot of good stuff. Landed a head kick at one point, but he's just so slow. But yeah, I do think he's really skilled. It's just, I don't know. He's got to work on some things. He's still pretty green in my opinion, but I'm interested to see who they give him next. It was pretty crazy the finishing sequence because it looked pretty sloppy. Like Cutelaba was potentially just gonna take over with the grappling, but Sterling just absolutely broke him. I don't know. It wasn't even anything crazy. He just broke him, got on top, and just pounded him out. And Cutelaba didn't want to get back up. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy, but I'll take it. Cash the 6 unit banger. That was huge for us. Moving on. Manel Cat versus Kyoji Haraguchi. This one's weird. So the first round was a complete coin flip. I lean Cat, I lean Horiguchi, but it was really, really close, like 55-45. Cap, you know, he came out a little more aggressive in the second, and he got caught, wobbled, put on stanky legs, and then he got dropped again, but this time, he got dropped this time, and then Kyoji followed him to the ground, and Manel could not get back up. I probably should have factored that in when he dropped him instead of took him down, but I live bet Kyoji, which kind of screwed a little bit of my stuff up, but it wasn't a crazy bet, but it was enough to where it was annoying. Because in the very next round, after dominating Cap, he gets knocked out from trying to be too aggressive again. But it is what it is. That's why my initial pick was Cap to begin with. But live betting sometimes can get weird. It is what it is. Can't complain. It was a good card. Made like, I don't know, like 6 units or something, 7 units. I can't remember. But yeah, we did all right. Can't be too hard on myself here. If I can give you guys my prospect of the card, I want to say Shane, but it's like I didn't like his performance. I'd say Murtazali Magomedov maybe, and then my fight of the night would definitely be probably Vinicius and Feely or the main event. It's hard to tell because they both lasted pretty similar amount of time. Um, Maybe even Bolanos and Aswell. That was a really good fight. I'd probably say Bolanos and Aswell. That was a good fight. And then, yeah. Alrighty, guys. Moving on to the next one. UFC Baku. How much? How am I doing for time? Let's see. 15 minutes. Not bad at all. Might be out of here early tonight. So yeah, UFC Baku. We're gonna start off with the bottom. Tahir Abdulayev versus Jefferson Nascimento. I gotta go with Jefferson Nascimento here. This is in Azerbaijan, but I do think the difference is in this fight is Tahir is, yes, he's experienced, pretty record 21-3, but I just don't think he's that good. I don't know how old he is now. Like, oh, he's only 29. It's not bad. He has some decent wins, but it's like lately he's been facing a lot of bums. Boy Nazarov is a good fighter, so don't take anything away from him from that one. Shakran Alkasev is not a bad loss. Um, he's lost to some pretty good guys and beat some pretty good guys. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say he's a bad fighter or anything. All I'm gonna say is I do think this should be a good matchup for Jefferson, because Jefferson is he's just a very very good fighter. He has good striking, pretty good fundamentals. He's LFA champion Brazil. I do think it's a close fight. Don't get me wrong. So I don't know if I'm gonna bet it. I'm waiting for the lines to come out. Let me check and see if the lines have come out yet. Yeah, I'm starting to feel it. Don't worry, guys. If I get delirious, just roast me in the comments. 1 second. Just gonna see what we got here. I don't see anything. No, I don't see anything. Well, anyways, I think Nascimento should be the favorite as he's the LFA champion. But, I could see this being like a coin flip line fight, so I wouldn't go too crazy betting this fight when the odds do come out, depending what the odds are, of course, but I lean Nascimento here. Not a crazy confident pick. I just think Tahir gets tired. I think Tahir can be susceptible to getting caught. I think he's going to get out volumed. I think Nascimento has pretty good takedown defense, so it's going to be a difficult fight for him. I'm going to go with Nascimento here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, moving on. Vexat Almacan versus Gene Matsumoto. I got to go with. Oh, man. These are a lot of close fights, honestly. A lot of close fights. Pass. I lean Almacan, but man, this is a close fight. It could go either way. I might even switch to Gene because Gene's my guy, but I just don't. I don't think Almacan. I might even just take Gene because Almacan does get tired. He got really tired in his last fight. I was really disappointed in him. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I just think Almacan is just a little bit. He's dangerous in the first round, good counters, but as the fight goes on, he gets really tired and he can get out wrestled. So I do think Gene could put a pace on him here. But I don't know. This is a really close fight. I would say it's like a 50-50 type deal fight. Yeah, I don't know. I think Beckstadt has a good team, and I think he could keep a patient fight here. I don't know if he doesn't fight like that every time Matsumoto. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what to expect on this one. That's why I said I have it as a skip because I could see a few different ways this fight could go. But yeah, I'm gonna lean back to that here. It's not a confident pick by any stretch of the imagination. I wouldn't run with this and go bet it or something. This is what are the odds for this fight? Yeah, we have Matsumoto as a slight favorite. See, I don't know. I might switch to Matsumoto honestly because I do think Matsumoto has very live to put a pace on him. But I don't know. I think it's a close fight, and I haven't really decided what I'm doing yet. So this prediction is not final. It is just my initial thoughts, and sometimes I change my pick. So yeah, join the Discord, guys. I update my picks when I change them, and yeah. So I'm gonna go Bexap, but honestly, it's a 50-50 coin flip fight. Probably the most least confident pick I have on this card. Moving on, we have Danielle Danchenko versus Theodore Bergen. I'm, I don't know, man. This is how many fights do I gotta work with here? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Oh my dear. Yeah, I don't know. I think Theodore Bergen is just. I don't think he's very good, honestly. I think Theodore can be dangerous. Don't get me wrong, but he's let me down so many times. I bet on him in so many different spots. He's just let me down every time. Um, Let me see here. Damiani, that was horrible. Burlinson, that was rough. Um, yeah, I think yeah. So not really a fan of betting this guy, but I would do it. Just the odds, because the odds I think are crazy. I don't think Donchenko should be negative like 400-500 against many people. I get Morono because it's Morono, but even then, you saw how he looked against Morono. It was like he was tired, and I just don't think he has good cardio. And I don't know. I think Berggren could potentially get him out, or he has later round TKOs and could potentially catch him. So I don't know, man. It's not a fight I'm running to bet, but if I were to bet this fight, I'd probably sprinkle on the dog, honestly, just because I don't think the odds are accurate. What do I have these odds at? Yeah, like they're negative 525 right now. I'd probably put it to, I'd probably go negative 300 or something is fair, I would say. But I don't know. What do I know about odds? What do I know? Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a long 10 fights, but I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna thug it out for you guys. Um, Moving on. We have, yeah, my pick here is gonna be Denchenko here, probably by, I don't even know, KO or decision. I don't know. Moving on. Javier Reyes versus Con Offley. I gotta go with Javier Reyes here. Gotta lean him. He could get out grappled. I agree, but he's also not, you know, a bum. Or like he is, but not a bum, but like he's, I don't know. I just don't think Javier Reyes is very good, honestly. I think he can be dangerous. He's got good ground and pound. He's relentless. Yeah, 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 yeah. But the thing with him is he's just technically lacking on so many different fronts. Man, I'm gonna need a piece of candy or something, a little sugar. Give me some. Give me something. Trying to limit my energy drink, so bear with me. This guy's a cardio beast, though. He's gonna come forward. He's gonna try and make it a fight. Con Offley, he's just technical. He's looked pretty decent as of late. I think he's gonna get TKO'd though. Maybe, hmm, maybe 2-3 KO for Reyes. But my guess is probably Reyes by decision. But I don't know. I lean Reyes though. Let me see what the odds are. Oh, so good. Yeah, exactly where I would have it. So yeah, guys, I'd probably lean Reyes here. I feel like that's a pretty standard read that everyone has. So yeah, I'm gonna rock with Reyes here. I just don't like Offley's defense sometimes, and I just don't think it could end well if you have a bet on Awfully, I mean, awfully can be dangerous in the first. Definitely find a submission early, but if he doesn't, oof, that could be hairy. So, yeah, moving on. I'm gonna go. We got Nursultan Ruzabov versus Pelayev. Okay, I lied. I want one more. This time I'm gonna get this one. Hmm. 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 Thinking. So he has some wins, but against who? This is a weird one. I'm gonna lean Ruzabov, but the odds go crazy. Maybe a dog shot. Okay, I lied. Last one. Last one, guys. My favorite color. This is the orange and red one. I'm going to Ruzabov. Strength of schedule. More ways to win. It's close though. I'll probably say. I'd say Ruzabov at negative 160. I think that's fair. Negative 200 max. Mm, yeah. I got oh my goodness, it's so good. I got Pulayev potentially getting a KO because Ruzabov pretty sure he's been KO before. Nope, not in the UFC. Regardless, this guy's dangerous. I'm gonna go with Ruzabov as my pick. Definitely would advise you guys to tread carefully. If you are betting this fight, it's pretty volatile. If I'm being honest, it's a volatile card. Not a lot of spots I really like this week. There won't be a big max bet if at least I don't think. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Ruzibov here, but not a lot of confidence. Can you stop? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think Pulayev just has this style that could make it difficult for Ruzibov on the feet. And then if you can't get him down, it's like the same thing with the Borjas Lima fight. It could get pretty hairy with a decision. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Ruzibov here. Moving on. Julius Walker versus Yakayev. I think Yakayev's been on a finishing streak. KO sub, mostly sub. Can you stop? She's like trying to scratch at the Tupper or not Tupperware, the box. Go, go. She just wants to harass. Yeah, most of his wins are submission. He has a few. He has one TKO against Alec Lorenz, and he just literally got TKO'd. Julius Walker did, but man, Walker, Yakayev's also pretty susceptible to being hurt on the feet. So I'll probably take Yakayev again. Maybe even decision. I don't know. I'm probably gonna stay off the prop here. See what they give us value wise, but probably just stay away from this one. Odds aren't good. Nothing really great about this fight, to be honest. I think Yakayev wins, obviously, but yeah, I think the odds are pretty fair, honestly. Negative 550, no negative 1,000. Yeah, I gotta go with Yakayev here. Um, we'll see how it plays out. I think someone's gonna get finished, and I don't know exactly who, but hopefully it isn't. Because I do like Walker, but if you guys are on Yakayev, hopefully this isn't one of those spots that cook everybody. Because I feel like a lot of people will be parring Yakayev this week. But yeah, I just think Julius Walker is just too much of a bot. on the feet. He's got some good grappling, but so does Yakayev. So I don't know if he's gonna even try to shoot on Yakayev, and if he's stuck on the feet, I don't know. Maybe we see a double knockout. I don't know. I really don't know. What are you doing? Get out of there. Yeah. So Yakayev, that's my pick here. Um, I gotta go with this next one. Hasanov versus Eric Nolan. Well, we're getting there. I think Hasanov is probably gonna win via probably knockout. This guy is like on all the sauce. He faced my buddy Luke. Um, CFFC, I believe it was. Let me see. Yeah, LFA. And man, this guy was on all the sauce. Um, Luke fought him, and he does get tired. Don't get me wrong. So we could see a later round TKO for Eric Nolan. But if he's fresh, he's dangerous. He's got good wrestling defense. He's got power. He's on the sauce. And yeah, I think he's going to be an issue here for Eric Nolan. So my pick's going to be Hazanov. I don't know what odds do I have him again. Yeah, pretty standard odds. Exactly what they are now, negative 200. So take that with what you will. Um, I probably wouldn't bet this fight. Just because Hasanov's an unknown prospect. This is a debut. I don't really like betting debutants because this is the biggest stage, and we've never really seen them at this level. So I don't know. Eileen Hasanov is basically like a CFFC crossover to LFA fight. So I'm gonna go with Hasanov, but we'll see. I think the power is gonna be a little too much. I think his athleticism was gonna be too much. His strength. But you never know, man. Eric Nolan's a scrapper, and he touches that shin once. We saw with Bison Guri, he hurt him. So I think he could probably do the same to Hasanov, but I'm not. I don't know if I'm gonna actually pull the plug on it or not, because I don't know, man. I just don't think he's gonna win, especially early. I think it's gonna be a tricky fight for him. Um, and yeah, so I'm gonna go with Hasanov here, but I'm not confident, guys. So. It's like I don't know, not confident. I'm somewhat semi-confident, but I don't know, man. This he could easily screw it up. Moving on, we have Abus Magomedov versus Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. I gotta go with who do I have? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm pretty torn here because I do think Abus has the tools to win, but I do think a 2-3 KO is live for Oleksiejczuk. Just because Magomedov hates pressure. And that's all Michelle brings. But he could also walk into something stupid and get finished in the first round. Could Michael? So I'm gonna go Abus here, but I'm not confident, and I can honestly see this going either way. So man, I am dying right now. How many fights do I got left? Man, I basically got six more fights. All right, let me power through it. Yeah, I got Abus here. I think Abus is gonna win. I would say maybe 29-28 or maybe first round finish. I don't know. Pretty volatile fight. Let's see what I got the odds at. I think it's pretty. Yeah, yeah, Abus. I have him as a slight favorite. So basically, what the line says is what I have it as. We have similar opinions when it comes to the lines, for the most part. Yeah. Abus Magomedov, round one finish, or I don't know, 2-3 KO from Mikal. I don't know. That's probably how I would play it, honestly. If you guys were really desperate for some action, um, maybe. I can already feel the rambling starting. I mean, I've started rambling, but I can hear the incoherent thoughts, where it's like, did I really just say that? I can feel them coming, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up before it gets too out of hand. But yeah, Abus, I just think he's lacking with his cardio, and if he can't get his game going in the first, I feel like he can break fast. So yeah, be careful with betting Abus, but I do lean Abus. Moving on, Bruno Ferreira versus Ikram Aliskerov. Yeah, I think Ikram's gonna fuck him up. Honestly, I think Ikram. Ikram has the knockout power. I would say the grappling, it's pretty mid, honestly. But man, Bruno Ferreira looked pretty bad his last fight, and I don't know, man. I just think Alex Guerrero should be able to win in this one, but I don't know. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, and yeah. Oh my goodness, this is crazy, eh? Crazy. After this, I swear on everything, I'm jumping into bed. I'm just going to sleep. Wake up in the afternoon or something. Do my wrestling private. I've to coach somebody, and then I'm going right to mass. Happy Sunday, guys. I am so tired, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use the Lord's strength, and I'm gonna get through this last remaining part of the video. Yeah, Ikram Aliskerov, I think he's probably gonna KO him. Get back on that winning streak again, but we'll see. Definitely, it could be a weird fight because Bruno Ferreira has power, and we all seen Ikram not doesn't have the best chin. It's not the worst chin, but it's also not the best. So, I think if Bruno touches him, could be over, honestly. So, I'm gonna go Alex Guerra, but yeah, definitely a fight I'm gonna be pretty careful about. Oh yeah, so we got yeah, not much left, I guess. What was Ikram's last opponent? Let me see. Ikram fought Ji Young Park. Yeah, I remember this fight. I just think he's a gas job. So it's like I don't know, man. I'm really it's hard for me to pull the trigger on Ikram, but I think Ikram wins. Moving on. Asu Almabaya versus Charles Johnson. I don't know, man. I'm always gonna back Johnson as a dog just because, but he's probably in reality he's probably gonna get either knocked out or taken down and just rode out. I don't know, man. Asu's good. He's got really good grappling, good top game, and I don't know. I just don't think Charles. Like, you saw the guys he's been taken down by already. It's like Asu's probably one of the best wrestlers he's faced. So it's like I don't know how does MMA math add into that equation, right? So I don't know. I'm definitely torn here because my heart's telling me Johnson and my brain's telling me Asu. So I'm probably gonna follow my heart on this one, just say I did, but just know I do have this fight as a very close fight, and I could see either guy winning. So don't uh, don't get too excited. Running to bet Charles Johnson because honestly I don't know if I'm gonna bet that just because I don't think the odds are wide enough to justify a bet there, but to each his own. I don't know, man. It's some people just really want to feel something, as the kids say. So yeah, Asu Almabayev. What a character. What a character. I had a funny story when I bet on him against Alex Perez. I actually arbed out at a loss, so I would have made a little bit of money, but I would have lost a lot. So this was completely irresponsible, but I did it anyways. And what do you know? Almabayev gets the sub on Perez in the last round. That was a really traumatic day for me. It's these little lessons I gotta learn in order to be the best gambler I can be. So, is what it is. But yeah, Asu, it's a close fight, man. I don't know. I wouldn't mind people saying Asu I think wins. I wouldn't mind the other side as well. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna go Charles Johnson by TKO, but not confident. Moving on, Nazim Sadykhov versus Mateus Camilo. I gotta go with Nazim Sadykhov. I just think Nazim is just gonna be able to put the pressure on when he's tired, when Mateus gets tired. And I feel like round one could be anyone's game because Mateus can crack, but so can Sadykhov. But I just trust in Sadykhov's. He trusts. He doesn't go crazy in there. He just kind of like sees what's there and he takes it. Um, yeah, I gotta go with Nazim here. I just feel like Nazim is gonna be the most hungry because he's one of the most hungry guys on the card. He's coming off a loss, pretty bad one. So I could see him making a statement in this fight. But Camilo, man, he's super talented as well. Very, very dangerous boxer. Power in his hands. So I don't know, man. This is one of those fights. It's a lot of close fights on this card. I'm just grateful this is almost over. Yeah, I lean Sadykhov. Not much else to say here. I just think Camilo is gonna swing heavy. I think he's gonna um, try to take Sadykhov's head off. And then when Sadykhov feels the power not there anymore, I feel like he's gonna start turning it up in the second and third, find a TKO finish. But I don't know, man. The finish props, late finish props today have been really bad. Like I get the finish prop, and they get like this close to a finish, and then they just screw it up. So yeah, it is what it is. Makes you appreciate the days that they do cash. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Moving on, we have Michelle Pereira versus Shara Magomedov. I gotta go with Shara Magomedov here. Come on. Pereira just looks terrible as of late, honestly. Like I don't know, man. He doesn't look like his old self, and I think it's from injuries and him getting older and different gym, etc. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just don't think Michelle Pereira is that good anymore, and I think Shara's probably gonna school him on the feet. I think the odds are pretty fair, negative 300. So might even parlay put that as a parlays piece. You never know. I'll if you guys want to know what I do for parlays, just come check out the Discord, check the parlay builder. That's where I usually post them. But yeah, we uh, we are back on track though. We have Shara. I have Shara by I don't know KO. Shara probably by KO here. Later as the fight goes on, I just feel like Michelle Pereira is probably gonna slow down and be easier to hit. I don't know though, man. It's like because Michelle's got that blitz pop, so could deter Shara from going in. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna think about it, and then I'm gonna go from there because I got a week to not have to worry about UFC, and then the next week there is no UFC, so I'm just gonna try to make the best of it while I have it, and yeah. So I don't know. I think Michelle Pereira probably comes out hot in the first, and then gasses and gets TKO in the second and third. So yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. Shara Magomedov is. I don't know if he's gonna like the antics from. I mean, I haven't really seen the antics from Michelle in a long time. Maybe he got told not to do it, but man, Shara is one scary looking man. I think this is gonna be a Shara fight, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I have no idea, guys. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Let me see something. Yeah, I don't know. 42 minutes, I think that's pretty fair. Yeah, we're gonna move on to the main event. I got Shara Bullet by 2-3 KO. Yeah, moving on. We have Fiziev versus Manuel Torres. I gotta go with. Let me see here. Yeah, I gotta go with pass here because man, Torres could knock him out because Fiziev is his chin's deteriorating. Um, and all the injuries, etc. But I just think Soares is also not as good technically as Fiziev. That's not a hot take. I think most people know that. Fiziev is a ridiculously clean striker, sound. He's got KO power. But I don't know, man. That's why I just want to stay off this one because Manuel Torres can be broken pretty quickly. So I don't know, man. Definitely a fight I am not probably gonna bet on. If anything, maybe Manuel Torres by KO. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I got nothing here. Nothing on this fight from a betting perspective. I think these are two high level athletes going at it, and yeah, it's when you're at the top like that, it's hard to find all these other matches. You only get what the promotion wants you to get. But yeah, anyways, I find it really creepy. You just have Fiziev staring at me. It's pretty uncomfortable. But yeah, I gotta go with Fiziev here. I think Fiziev is gonna. I don't know about turning back the clocks, but I feel like he could edge out a decision here if he turns out if he bear with me, guys. I'm exhausted. Turns back the clocks. Who knows what we're gonna see? Maybe he's just knocking everybody out. But yeah, Rafael Fiziev. That's gonna be awesome. Gonna be good to see you. What am I saying? I'm speaking like I'm extreme. I'm speaking like I'm in a different world right now. Rafael Fiziev. It's gonna be good to see you compete. It's always a pleasure. This guy's ridiculously skilled. I don't know. I just don't trust your chin and durability anymore. So we'll see if this fight shows me that you're still there, or maybe right after the sunset. I don't know, but I think this is yeah. I don't know, man. Ignore me. I'm at the last point of the video, guys. Just try to bear with me. Final thing I'm gonna say about this: I think Torres could lock him out because of the chin potential issue, but I think Fiziev is just technically better. So my pick is going to be Fiziev, or yeah, I'm gonna go Fiziev. That's gonna be my pick, but I don't know what I'm doing betting wise. All right, guys. Let me give you guys my top, or sorry, my prospect of the card. How much time do we make? 45 minutes. Not bad. Technically 30, so it's not bad at all. I gotta go with maybe Hasanov or I go Hasanov or Yakayev maybe. I don't know. Two undefeated guys. Definitely not a casual take. Anyways, moving on. We have the fight of the night. I have a feeling it's probably gonna be um I gotta probably go with maybe Abdullah versus Nascimento or Matsumoto versus. I think Matsumoto versus Amakan probably. That wouldn't be a bad fight of the night. And then main picks. Um, I would probably go number one Yakayev, number two Danchenko, number three Alaskarov, number four Hasanov, number five. Do we have a Magomedov left in our team? Or sorry, what did I say? Yeah, Danchenko, Alaskarov, Hasanov, Magomedov. I think Magomedov should be. Which Magomedov is it? So yeah, there's a boost. Shara. Yeah. So I think I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I think Shara's probably got it too. Alrighty, yeah. Well, that's my fifth, fourth, and fifth. I would probably say I don't even know at that point. Who cares about that? I'm just gonna give you four for now. Alrighty, guys. Please like, subscribe, roast me in the comments, do whatever you please. I'm sorry this video quality is probably not the best. Sorry, I'm pretty tired. I'm not thinking straight, and the picks I'm comfortable with. Let me just repeat the picks real quick so you guys know what I'm saying. Uh, I got Nascimento, I got Beksat, I got Dunchenko, I got Reyes, I got Ruziboev, I got Yukayev, I got Hasanov, I got um, Abus, I got Alaskarov, I got Charles Johnson, I got Sadykhov, I got Michelle Perreira, I got what am I saying? See, I get distracted. Okay, as a pick, my pick is Shara Magomedov, and then yeah, so Sadykhov, Asimov, Shara Magomedov, and then my final pick is gonna be Fiziev, but again, not my main thing. So, anyways, like, subscribe. You know the drill. I'm not gonna keep rambling. You guys are probably sick of me already. It's my birthday week coming up, so you know, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing if I'm gonna be as active or not. I might live bet for my birthday dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see. Lives. Hope you guys enjoyed the fights last night, and hope you guys have a good rest of your blessed Sunday. On to another week, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Like, subscribe. You know the drill. Peace.